Hi students, hi friends. So today we are going to discuss on some key points on circles actually. So normally, as you all know, a circle is a geometric figure, and a circle is the locus of a point moving on a plane such that it is always at an equidistance from a fixed point. So as you can see, this is a fixed point. And one more key point to keep in mind with respect to circles is the distance of any point from a center of a circle, the distance from any point from the center of a circle. So this is center of a circle. I'll call it as O. So will be the same actually. The distance will be same irrespective to any direction. So when I join all the points or all the lines, so I'll get a certain figure which is nothing but a circle, right? So this was some point to keep in mind of a circle. And further, in this circle we have a radius. So what is radius? Distance of any point from from center of a circle is called is called radius, which means, so if this is a circle and this can be a center of a circle O, the distance of any point from center of a circle, the distance from the distance of any point from center of a circle, so of any point from center of a circle to the any point, the distance between any point to the center of a circle will be the radius, and it can be in any direction. Radius, okay. So this is radius. So distance from any point, it might be here, it might be here, and that from that point, that particular line segment should end up with the center of a circle. So covering this distance, the area covering this distance from any point to the center of circle, that particular length will be the radius of a circle. Got my point, friends? Okay. So the next one we will see is chord. What is chord? Normally, a line joining two points on a circle is known as chord of the circle. So where, if this is a circle, so the line joining two points on the circle, so this is point 1 and point 2, the line joining two points, this can be called 2 points, okay, point 1, point 2. So this is chord. Very simple. The line joining any 2 points on a circle is known as chord. And further, the next key point you should remember is secant. Okay, secant. 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 So what is secant? A line which intersect, right? So I will use the word intersect a circle in two distinct distinct points is called a secant of a circle. So circle, sorry, circle, a line which intersect a circle. Intersecting is a line bypassing the circle. Bypassing the circle. So intersecting. So I am bypassing a line. It is intersecting through a circle in a two distinct point. So point 1 and point 2. From point 1, the line is intersecting through a circle and it is covering a distance with respect to point 2. So point 1 and point 2. A line which intersect a circle in two distinct point is called secant. So this is the next key point you should remember in the circle chapter. Now what is diameter, right? So time in simple words, so diameter will be twice the radius. If this is the radius and this part from here to here, the line segment will be called as diameter, right? Okay, so let us have some examples with respect to the circle chapter. So we have here, draw different pairs of circles. How many points does each pair have in common? So part 1 of the question. Now in the next part of the same question we have, what is the maximum number of common points? Okay, so in order to solve this particular question, let us have a brief of this question. So we need to draw a different pair of circles. So in this different pair of circles, in this question, it asks how many points does each pair have in a common? Part 1 of the same question. We should find how many points are there in that two pairs of a circle, and that point should be in common actually. And what is the maximum number of common points? So how many number of maximum points are there in common in the pair of circles? We have to answer, or we have to find the solution part of this question. So in order to solve this question, I may consider drawing two similar type of circles. So it is a freehand drawing. The circle may not be as so much as perfect drawing with compass, but so these are two different circles where I will name one circle as O and another circle O dash. The center of the first circle is O and the center of the second circle is O dash. So in these two circles, we are not intersecting each other at any point, therefore they do not have any point in common, right? So they don't have any point in common as we don't intersect the circles. And these circles, when they touch each other, okay, so in the question, I recall once again, in the question what it is, how many points does each pair have in common? So we got answer, they do not have any common points. Okay, though because they are separated, when they are separated they don't have any common point, right? Now the same two circles are being collided, they are touching each other. Okay, now B, A or A and B, two circles, these two circles meet or they collide or they touch each other. So where do they touch? Actually at a single point, at one point they are touching each other. I will name this point as Y. Therefore there is one point in common when these two circles are colliding, touching each other. And so we got into solution that when two circles are being separated, there won't be any common point. When two circles are brought together, there will be a once common point or a single common point. And the next part, what I will do is circle and I'll encircle. Okay, so point C of the bigger circle and encircling, I'll name this center of the small circle or encircle as D, and the point where it meets I'll indicate with the alphabet X. Observing this figure, we can state that the above circles touches each other at one X only, at X point only. Therefore, this circle, okay, this part of a circle, this circle, the circle have one point in common. Whenever a circle touches, whenever a two circle are touched together or brought together, there will be single point in common. Should keep in mind. So in the previous figure, the circle was outside. The circle were meeting outside in the exterior part, and now one circle is being interior, one circle is been encircling in same circle, and that particular point meeting will have a single point that can be called X. Now the same circle, when they are intersect, right? So center of a circle 1, I'll name it as E. Center of a circle 2, I'll name it as F. Okay, my dear students, keep in mind, when two circles are intersecting each other, we have two common points. We have two common points intersecting. It means one circle is overlapping on another circle. So overlapping, when it is overlapping, we get two common points, G and H. Okay. Therefore, this particular figure gives us an information that when two circles are intersected each other at each other, we have two different points, or as per this diagram, we have two different points as G and H. Therefore, the circles, when they are intersected, have two common points. And it can be observed that there can be a maximum of 2 points in common. There can be maximum of 2 points. So for this we can consider the situation in which two congruent circles are superimposed with each other. This situation can be referred to as if we are drawing a circles in two times. Okay, so this was some sort of key points considering to the circle, and we have solved some one example which consists of solving common points while they are separated. We don't have any common points. When they are in touching each other, we have a single point. I mean to say, the summary of this particular question. And when the circle is insert with another circle, we have also a single point. And lastly, we have seen when two circles are intersected, we have 2 points in common. Okay, thank you.